Hello, this is LMB Simmer and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go over a tour of my build that I entered for the Sparked challenge. I entered the Rustic theme, so we are going to go and take a look at that in just a second. I do want to address the elephant in the room. I am back, and I did already record a I'm back video a couple months ago. Obviously I didn't post it and I am just getting back now. I will still air that video, but at another time I will have to probably go into bigger details about where I've been for the last year, about a year and a half almost. I think it was like last March that I stopped recording videos. And life just got in the way. There were a multitude of things, so just quickly, life just got in the way. And then more recently, we got a little puppy in about early to mid-March. So I've just been busy taking care of all those kinds of things. But today is all about this challenge build. So let's take a tour. It is called Esterbrook Chapel. It is a park. And the lot traits are sunny aspect, romantic aura, and party place, because this was a destination wedding challenge, and then they had some sub themes that you could choose from, and I chose the rustic theme. And then I went on to post a video on my channel. You will see it too. It's the video before this one, and it was my storyteller entry, and it's actually a wedding that takes place in 1964 between Maeve Kelly and James Edwards. So that was my inspirational story behind building this. So let's take a look. So this is Esterbrook Chapel from a glance. And I did the hideaway hindquarters, I think is what this lot is called. And because of that, unfortunately, on the gallery, this big old tree gets in the way, and you can't really see much of it. But if you have time, go ahead and take a look at it on the gallery. If you like the build, download it, certainly. I am putting this video up on the 9th, and I know voting ends today, so I'm not really sure if there'll be any more votes for the lot, but we're going to take a tour anyway, because this is only my third build. Can you guys believe that? This is only the third build that I have created from scratch in the Sims 4 game thus far. I have one that I started on that I haven't quite finished. I was going to make it into a college, and then we actually got the college, the Discover University expansion pack, so I never did finish that. I changed my mind on how I was going to go forward with that. And then I did a tiny house build when the tiny house came out, but I never got around to getting that published. That's actually in my welcome back, my original welcome back video that I will be posting later sometime on this channel within the next week. And that's actually my second build from scratch that I have created. But this is my third, and the first one that I've put on the gallery, and that's been available for everybody. So let's go ahead and take a look here. I have it set to morning, and get my mouse to work here. So we will first go into the chapel and take a look here. So this is the main part of the church. We have the little pipe organ over here. There's some seating, and of course the wedding arch, and this is supposed to be the altar. And I have this set up, my religion is Roman Catholic, so I had it set up for a Roman Catholic themed wedding because I'm familiar with that. But you may certainly use this. You can take down the crosses if they bother you and delete them. It won't bother me none. Just go ahead and delete them and go on with the build. Don't let that discourage you from using this build if you like it. Not at all. I will not be offended. But that is also why, for those who might not be familiar, this is usually the place where you come in and you dip your hands in holy water and do the sign of the cross when you first enter. And then over here is the prayer candle area. So I've set up, and of course their wedding colors were coral and yellow and oranges. So you'll see lots of that color in here. And then this is the entry to the church. And I put this up so that you could display photos of your Sims if they were having a wedding here. or whatever you wanted. That's a little photo box. And then of course you have the bulletin board, and then this is set up for the wedding, so you have the book for people to the guest book for people to write their names in that they've come to the wedding, and the pile of gifts. And then over here, of course, you have the place where you can sit down, take your coat off, and you know, if it's snowing, you can put your snowshoes there and put on regular shoes if you brought them to church, and things like that. And then because the church was so small and this was a smaller lot, what I did was I built this little shed, and down in the basement, it leads to the basement, there's a little bit of storage area here. And then again, the wedding was set in 1964, so I kind of chose furniture that kind of related more to 1960s as much as I could. So here's a little seating area, and then because this is a park, I did have to include at least one chess table, so it's down here. And then this is the bride's room, the bridal room where she would get ready. And this is the groom's room. Pretty similar. And then these are the bathrooms. So this one's the girls' bathroom, and then this one's the guys' bathroom. And I wasn't sure, I didn't do my research, but I wasn't sure if in 1964s they would have like hand sanitizer soap dispensers. So I did this to put the soaps on these little stools here for them to wash their hands. So we did that. And then because it's a park, I had to include some play structures and some other equipment. So that's over here. You have the one piece of playground equipment is the swings. And then I chose this beautiful little garden area that I created over here. And then in the back of the church, there is the seating here. You can sit there. And then over here we have the pavilion, the party pavilion, and again it's all set up for the wedding. So we have, this is the one of the banquet tables where they have, you know, like their cups and their plates, you'd get that. And then over here is where I put the wedding cake. I'm not sure if that's included in the video or not, if you see a part of that. And then there's the bar. And then this is actually the buffet table with the fountain on top. And then all the little chairs are tucked in here like that. And then we have the table for the bride and groom right here, all decorated for them, and with some special kind of backdrop cloths there. And then here's the entry to the pavilion. This is the dance floor. And then a little stage area that I created, and then there's a microphone and a violin for people if you have entertainment come. When I did play this, the entertainer pretty much stuck to the church and played the pipe organ. But this does work in the sunshine. It doesn't work when it rains. But this record player here, because it was in the 60s, again, trying to stay true to the theme. I tried putting this awning over the top to help prevent it from getting wet in the rain, but it doesn't function that way. But it does look aesthetically like it would, and that's what I was going for. And then back here we just have some more candles and a bunch of bouquets that maybe people use to help decorate or brought for the bride. And then over here we just have some landscaping and the lights and the decorations and the lit up path. And so I'm going to go ahead and change this over to the night view because I think it's the prettiest at night versus the evening. It gets darker at night. So you can really see how the lights are and how lit up it is. There's not too much lights over here, but I wanted it that way. It's more dusky over here. I guess that's not really a word, but it's beautiful but darker over there. But the pavilion here is where I really wanted to focus all the lighting and the shine on. So this is what it looks like in the light with all the twinkly lights lit up, and I just find it so gorgeous, and I just wanted to be able to share it with you all. So there is my build. It was called Esterbrook Chapel, and it was for the Sims Spark Challenged Rustic Destination Wedding. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. If you like the video, if you like me, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, and I appreciate your time. Thank you, and have a great day, evening, wherever you are, and whatever time of day it is where you are. Thank you. Bye-bye.